as Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Tony Stewart take the white flag. We're in the final lap of the Daytona 500. Jr. took the lead from Tony Stewart with 19 laps to go after he trailed Stewart's orange Chevrolet for much of the central part of the race. Now he's got to hang on for 3/4 of a lap to earn a victory in the sport's biggest event. Stewart not close enough to make a move yet. It's all going to come down to whether Earnhardt has a bobble or a problem in this final third of a lap.
You can't get emotional yet because you've got to get off turn 4 and back to the start-finish line.
You can see it now.
The legacy continues. Dale Earnhardt Jr. wins the 46th Daytona 500.
Great one for Wimmer, too. Fantastic.
Tony Stewart second, Scott Wimmer third, Kevin Harvick fourth, and Jimmy Johnson fifth. For Dale Earnhardt Jr., his first victory in the 500 in his 5th try.
There are some happy people. None no happier than him.
That's right. You can't overstate the months of preparation that go into running this one race. These teams take these cars to the wind tunnel, various engineering rigs like chassis dynamometers and 7-post rigs to test them, get them all dialed together for this one shot at getting their names inscribed on the Harley Earl Trophy. And it's Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s who will be inscribed as the 2004 winner. Matt?
A hug from Daddy Earnhardt. Tony Eury Sr., it's Daytona 500. This track is so meaningful for you and the Earnhardts. What does this mean to win it finally?
Sure. I know what Big E went through all them years trying to win this race. We just won the Super Bowl of this NASCAR racing, and you don't believe how hard we worked to get here. We got to thank John Andretti, Slugger, Michael Walker. It's great.
Tony, he is like your other son. This has to be special for you to help him win this dream.
Yeah. These two kids I got here, Dale Jr. and Tony Jr., they both worked their guts out for this race team. We worked 14 hours a day, 7 days a week for the last month and a half to get here. Trying to build a car better than this car, but we didn't think this car was going to be good enough to win this year. We just couldn't do it, so we rubbed on this one a week before we came. Worked the body shop to death and the fab shop to death, and Wayne, Mickey, and AJ, and Bruce, and everybody else there. And they did it, man. You guys back home, we did it.
All right, Junior stopped right there and acknowledged these fans.
He's got something up his sleeve, I think.
Just get out and acknowledge these fans. They love you.
Here it comes.
Here it comes. Get out of the way, photographers. Let me in there.
You want to know what winning this race means to someone?
Have a look.
Start of the broadcast day a little afternoon Eastern, said if I win this race tonight, I don't know when the party's going to stop. Well, it sure started now.
Now there's a hug.
Yeah.
Tony Eury Jr., Dale Earnhardt Jr. Their dads grew up together. They grew up together. A hug from his uncle, Danny Earnhardt.
Yeah, valid point just made to me there. He is leading the NASCAR Busch Series race that's going to run here tomorrow. I guess you better be careful how long that party goes on, huh?
J.R. Rhodes there in the white shirt, who
And the NASCAR official saying, okay, let's get this car to victory lane, please. We got got a trophy to give you. Dale Earnhardt Jr., the third, now completing the third father and son combination to win a 500. Lee Petty and Richard Petty did it. Bobby Allison and Davey Allison did it. Now Dale Earnhardt and Dale Earnhardt Jr. 29th driver to win the 500. He might get that thing stuck in the grass. It's wet from all the rain we had here last night.
I think there's enough people down there to push it out.
Oh, yeah. He said, I saw my daddy do this back in 1998.
Yes, sir, BP. Dave Burns.
With Tony Stewart, who finished second. Hey, coming in, I heard the pride in your voice to your crew, but I know there's got to be some frustration after following for so long and not being able to pass that 8 car. And leading most of the day.
I tell you what, I'm so proud of this Home Depot team. I mean, John Andretti crashed us yesterday just being stupid, but that's what John does. So, but I mean, he tore a lot of things up on a good race car, and these guys worked all night to make it right. And I tell you what, I couldn't be more proud of this Home Depot team. They never gave up all week. I mean, we had a great handling car all week. We just needed speed, and you know, Mark Cronquist and all the guys back in Charlotte, the engine department at Joe Gibbs Racing, and all the guys here at the track. I mean, we just kept throwing combinations after combination after, and just kept working on our car. And I'm just so proud of these guys. I can't believe it. I mean, sure, I'd love to be down there in victory lane right now, but I mean, the 8 car was the class of the field all week, and you know, to stay ahead of him as long as we did. I mean, when he decided he was ready to pull the pin, he pulled it. But you know, at the same time, I mean, we ran a good race, and I mean, I tell you what, him and I have worked together as a team at these restrictor plate tracks for the last 3 years, and you know, as long as we can get that combination like this and finish 1-2 like this, you know, he's got his now. I'll get mine next year.
All right, very close for Tony today. His best finish in 6 Daytona 500s. Bill Weber in victory lane.